Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Nendoroid 2077 Natsuki from Doki Doki Literature Club. She's the second release. We'll see her there in front of the box. We'll go ahead and put her to the side because we're going to look at said box. And yes, you can see Natsuki there, and looking all smiling and happy, 2077, and Natsuki right there, and Nendoroid series and Natsuki's name right there, and of course the window. And on the top you have Natsuki in another pose, and on the side you have more poses of Natsuki, and on this side you have more poses of Natsuki, and on the bottom you have another pose, oh dear, Natsuki, and on the back you have more poses of Natsuki, plus, copyrights and warnings and all that stuff, and yeah, it's for ages 15 and over, not for children. Neither is the game. A couple things I also want to point out, actually, before I just remembered. A couple things. Box, yeah, cool thing is the backdrop. Getting this out of the way. The backdrop is a scene from the game. Again, it's the closet. The other thing I also want to point out, I apparently didn't point this out last time, and a lot of people are confused about it. It comes with this, which is the paper. This is all the extra stuff with like the dialogue boxes and whatnot. That is taped to a bag on the back. So yeah, when you pull this out, pull it out, it's going to be taped on the bag to the back of this insert. Bag is going to be taped to the back of this insert. A lot of people were confused about it with the Monica, apparently did not, or convinced that, didn't come with theirs or whatever, or didn't know where it was. And I was like, there. So, there you go. It's right there. Easy to find if you're looking for it. So, there you go. Yeah, I want to show this off before I cut it up real quick. And I'll do that off camera, and I'll cut that up and I'll show that off a little bit. You also have the instructions for all the parts, which, yep, there are in both Japanese and, you see Japanese and in English. There you go. This is just the pre-order bonus bag. I'll show what came in that in a little bit. Now, figure itself. Natsuki. This second character from Doki Doki Literature Club. See her there, you can see. Got the pink, very pink hair. You got your red ribbons and hair clip and everything. You got the pink eyes. You got a little fang on this face. You got the little red bow and the orange sweater underneath, and the white shirt and the gold buttons. You got the gray coat, the blue skirt. All that stuff, and the white socks with blue and white shoes. Of course, the stand, which, as usual thing, square base, the little hinges, all that stuff. Hexagonal peg, which goes into a hexagonal hole. Yeah. So, pretty straightforward that. I'm actually going to drop this down a little bit further. So yeah, it's a, pretty straightforward Nendoroid. You got the articulation, of course, heads, ball joint, that weird hinge ball joint, so up and down and left and right. It's kind of sort of a waggle of sorts, so you have to kind of fiddle with the hinge. You got a swivel at the shoulder, you have a swivel at the bicep, you have a swivel at the wrist. You have a swivel at the waist, although it's a little limited due to sculpting. The hips can go forward and back. And also, if you use the hinge there, you can also get them outward as well. Yep, pretty straightforward. That. Now, she has several accessories, including a bent arm. And this one has a fist attached to it as well. This is how it came in the box. A less bent arm, which has a little grasping hand for flatter objects. A kind of splayed hand with a little tab in it. This is for the cupcake. Which, speaking of, there's the one that comes with it regardless of where you buy it. And this is the Good Smile exclusive one, which is purple. For a certain book-loving nerd, she knows. Here's the left... Man, I'm just dropping. Here's the left bent arm with another grasping hand. This one's for a slightly thicker thing, particularly. Here's the less bent hand with a little fist in it. Again, dropping it, probably because of the super glue in my hands. This is the book that can be held with the left hand. It's Parfait Girls, her manga. Don't mess with that. Don't put it on the top shelf. She also has these arms specifically to so she can cross them in front of her torso. Of course, the spare ball joint, just in case. Stay. She has a sitting thing, little sitting pose thing, so she can sit down because she did in the game. She has a kind of a upset face because Natsuki frequently gets upset. This face as well. And she also has these little black weird black pieces which look kind of interesting. I wonder what those are for. And she has this, which is to hold the little paper bits. Thinking of course, like you get these, various ones. You can just slip them into the thing, Baking. Baking is like art that you get to eat. Manga is literature. I'm not cute. And, oh dear. Nonsense. Also on the paper you get the her phone, which I have not glued down. I'm probably going to glue that down, but yeah, you get a phone, which looks like it has some sort of texting with someone. Who knows? And that's a little phone back with a little charm on it. Get a poem. Get a little poem. Perfect pastry enjoyed for only as long as it is remembered. Good little journal. Cats again. Again, blank, and I also screwed up on the cutting on the paw, which is because it's very difficult. Yeah, it's supposed to clasp over again. I'm not sure if I'm going to glue that or not. And you get a box, which is cupcake mix. Natsuki's Cocoa Cat cupcake mix. Includes ears, eyes, and icing. Yeah, there's actual text on there, but it's hard to set. It wouldn't surprise me that that's an actual recipe, but I can't read it even with there's even nutrition facts on the side. So, yeah, that's the cardboard stuff as well. A couple things, of course, face swapping is easy. Just pull the hair off if it wants to come off. Get the hair off. Face off. And another face. There you go. That's that. Cross arm is also pretty straightforward. You just, pop both arms off and put the right arm first, then the left arm. That. Now, her tsundere-ness. Pop those off. The other arm's also pretty straightforward as well. Just, these shoulders, just pop off the forearm and pop on the bent one. Of course, sometimes it does stuff like that where one will come off before the other. And this hand is specifically for the manga. It's spaced right for it. The other one is the right one. The right grasping hand is too thin for this one. This is for grasping the paper stuff. Yeah. It doesn't have the greatest grasp. It doesn't take much to knock it off, but it'll wedge in there. And this, of course, the actually, yeah, less bent arm, which is its own thing. Oop, if I can get it on there. So yeah, this one is more for, this one's thinner, so it's for the paper accessories. Like that. So now she can hold her phone. Get the phone out. Yeah, it's of course, yep, the cupcake grasping hand, or holding hand, which either cupcake, although I've noticed with the pre-order bonus one, it does not like to tab it. The slot on this is all kind of screwed up. I noticed on my pre-order bonus one, so that kind of sucks. Yeah, it goes on, but it's you have to push it pretty hard. Even then, it does not take much to pop it off, unfortunately. That's a kind of a disappointment. I'm not sure if that's a common problem or what, but it just, she can hold it, but barely. And so that, and one final thing, just to show a couple of final things. Of course, the other face, which, yep. The other face there. Yeah, before I do the final accessory, I want to compare here before I do stuff. But yeah, that's the other face, which is kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. That face, but yeah, real quick. Monica. Get better desk. Yep. There's that. Sit down thing is real easy. Just, you know, pop that off and pop this on. There's a little cutout just for the coat, I guess. So now she can sit down. Only thing is to angle this just right as well. Yep. Yeah. Not quite what I wanted. Yeah. But the one last thing is the these accessories, the little black square things. Well, one actually comes in the mouth of this one. It just plugs in. It's keyed, so it'll only go in one way. And yeah, the other two can plug into the hair. There's little slots here, and yep. Of course, yeah, it's one of them does not like to plug in super well. I noticed that. There we go. It's doing it the wrong way, I think. There we go. Yep. Okay. I was just thinking I was doing a backwards. Yeah. Those plug onto there, and then. Yep. That scene, you know. Yep, you can do the scene. Or a version of the scene, I guess. So yeah, that's Natsuki. A lot of accessories. Unfortunately on mine, at least the cupcakes don't like to plug into the cupcake holding hand, and it doesn't seem to work very well. Most of the joints are pretty solid. They're not too tight, not too loose. The paper stuff can be a pain in the butt, particularly the, I'll say the Cocoa Cat. This thing, this Cocoa Cat cupcake mix box. Yeah, it's a pain to deal with, cutting it up and everything. I'm pretty sure I got super glue remnants all over it too. Yeah, of course there's that stuff. Of course, also cutting this bit out can be a pain, so be careful with when you do cut this out. Be careful with that. But it's got a good amount of accessories, you know. It references, you know, one of the iconic things. I kind of wish it did the whole, you know, instead we had the kind of, you know, the neck crack thing, but whatever. That's not a thing here. Yeah. Overall, pretty good. Trying to get the right exact pose, particularly with the arms as it is. I'm not sure about that, but yeah. The other thing is one of these, I noticed there's a little mush, like the peg may be a little mush, so it might be a little difficult. I'm not sure if that's a common thing, but yeah, it was kind of difficult to get into the hair piece, so that's something to watch out for potentially. Oh yeah, one other thing, point of articulation I forgot, which is pigtails arm ball joints, so you can go move forward, up and down, and all that stuff. I forgot about that. So yeah, both of them can move. So yeah, good figure. This is a good manga. Still, of course, now they've revealed Yuri Natsuki, or Yuri and Saori, so I like it. I think it's like what, $50-ish or something like that. Made from Japan, so yeah, it's a good price too. So yeah, if you're a Natsuki fan or just like DDLC, there you go. So that's it for this one. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media. It's in the description down below, and also at the end of the video. And check out my Coffee and my Patreon. I shall see you next time with another video review.